how many people come or something?
Yeah, we'll tell them.
So how many?
Hey guys, we are live. Me and my little boy Ty are here to do some Christmas candlesticks with you guys. So I'm just gonna get started. My name is Chelsea Evans, and I own a business called Apple Blossom Way. So thank you so much for joining tonight. This is part of an ongoing live that we have done. So Rhonda Dalton is the creator of Creative Lives Unite, and it's a group that I am involved in. And she asked me to be a part of these 12 lives. So we've had 11 other really creative ladies do some really fun Christmas things, and I'm the last. So this is the final night to do some fun Christmas crafts, and so I thought I would show you something that's kind of a neutral, but you can spice it up for the holidays. So as you hop on, say hello and let me know where you're from, so I can kind of see where we're going with our video, and feel free to ask any questions as we go along. I'm going to show you how I made these candlesticks, and like 3 different techniques on painting them that you can use really to paint almost anything, and then a couple decorating styles so that you can use them all year, but then you can spice them up for the holidays. Hi Lori, hi Amy, hey Lindsay. Thank you guys for coming and saying hello. So before we get started, I'm gonna play a game with you guys, all right? So do you see these presents in the back over here in the corner? Okay, so here's the scoop. I am going to give away hopefully every single one of those presents, okay? I will ship it to you. So it's a surprise what's inside, and I just decided with however many viewers we have, I'll open another present. So as soon as we hit 10 viewers, then I'll open one. When we get to 25, I'll open another. Get to 40, I'll open another, and then we'll see where we're at. So I've got some really fun prizes in there for us. So we will open those as we go. Ty, come here, Ty. This is my oldest son, Ty, and he has agreed to be my helper tonight. He's the good one, so he won't be too wild. But he can help get us the presents, okay? Yeah. All right, so let me talk to him for a minute, and then I think we can probably open our first one, okay? If you like what you're seeing, feel free to share this video. That's always appreciated. And that will help to get our views up too, so we can open more presents. Okay, so I am a furniture artist. I love painting, and I do a little bit of woodworking, but my neighbor is a woodworker and he's fabulous. He's retired, and so I did a little bit of trade with him to help create these cool candlesticks. So I had antique chairs, and they were pretty decent, but a lot of the antique chairs are pretty small, and so you have to find the right fit or the right household for the candlesticks, for the chairs to go in because they're smaller. And so I decided, instead of finishing these chairs and repairing them, that I would use them for parts. And so I actually broke down the chairs, almost every part, and I've been able to use the back parts and the backs that come down, and the legs. So I'm going to show you how I use the legs. Hi Linda. Okay, so these are the legs. We broke them down, and then you can see the dowels that went into the legs. So those kind of stay. That's like my wood hole filler. I don't have to mess with that, okay? And I sanded them down. So I totally sanded them down to bare wood. Isn't that fun how you can see like the different woods they used? And the cool thing about these is they were hand carved and hand spun. So they're all a little bit different in sizes, which is I think that's super cool because it makes them so genuine, right? Okay, so these are our legs. all sanded down, and then we got some pine. It didn't really matter if the wood was exact because we're going to paint it, and I'll show you how we can match it with glazing. So this is our top, okay? So we've drilled a hole right through the top here, and then our base, and I don't have an extra base to show you, but this is our base. So these pieces I found at the Home Depot for like $1.40, maybe less, a piece. And we just sanded them smooth and then used that for our base. And we drilled a hole in the top. This one doesn't have a hole, but we did drill a hole in the top and in the bottom. And then we secured it to our base using a screw, a long screw and some glue. And then we put our top on, like this. So you could do the candlesticks either way. I liked it upside down because I felt like the shape of the candlestick came out, in, and out. And I like that look better, it flowed better for me. So I decided to do them upside down. And then we kind of put them together like that. So unfinished, they're like this, right? So you can see how the pine is different than the walnut. It's a different wood, it's just more inexpensive. But once we get them painted and finished, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I can see there are over 20 views, so we are gonna open our first gift. And to be entered, I just want you guys to comment, and if you want to share, that would be super awesome. But if you'll at least comment and write where you're from, then I will enter you. So Ty, why don't you grab, okay, I'm gonna grab the first one. So grab the top one on the left, yeah. Okay, let's open this baby. All right, so every so many viewers we get, I'm gonna open another gift and I'll give it away during our live. So I won't give it away right now, I'll show you what it is, and then tomorrow I'll draw winners, okay? All right, so the first gift is Saltwash and the mixing cup. I will throw in a mixing stick, and I'll even throw in a small sample of Wise Owl paint so that you can try it out on something, okay? So that's our first one, Saltwash, which is the first thing I'm gonna show you tonight. So let me set that aside. Actually, Ty, will you just,
Put it back.
you can just set it right over there. Sweet. Okay, so that's how we made our cool candlesticks. From Florida, thank you for sharing. That means a lot, you guys. Wisconsin, Ohio. My sister-in-law lives in Ohio. Okay, so this is the first technique I'm going to show you. These are super fun. And this is a finished candlestick. They are beautiful, okay? So this is finished in, if you're not a regular on my page, this is called a stone finish. This is kind of what I'm known for. I teach classes on it, and I have a class coming up in January. So it kind of looks like stone. So the bottom is stone, and then it goes into a glaze stain finish, okay? But isn't that beautiful? You can't even tell it was pieced together. It's just a pretty candlestick, right? And very detailed, which I love, which you'll find with antiques. Okay, so this one is done with Saltwash. So the color is Weathervane, and it's a little hard to see right now, but it's very textured. Saltwash is a powder agent that you add to your first coat of paint, and it adds texture to whatever you're painting. So I've done it in Weathervane, and I am going to show you how I did it, and then I'll show you the overcoat. Hi Callie, thank you. Oh, thank you. You know, the stone finish is really, it's a fun finish. It's really beautiful. So I wanted to make this as efficient as I can for you guys. So let me set these aside so you can see better. I've already mixed up my Saltwash. I actually just saved what I mixed up from this first candlestick to paint this one, okay? So when you mix Saltwash, it's just a little bit of powder, and I've used this one, but it's just powder additive. You mix it right into your base coat, and then it makes it thick, and it gives you texture, okay? So you can see it's kind of like frosting that you buy at the store. All right, so you just mix it to the consistency that you want. And then, let's see. Okay, this is an 040 Klingon that I'm going to use. I love Klingon brushes. They hold a lot of paint. And the 040 is probably my most favorite brush. So I'm just going to dip it right into my Saltwash. Hey Carrie, thank you for sharing. If you guys have questions about what I'm doing, don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to answer them. And if I don't answer them on the live as we're going, I'll answer them later on. Okay, so you're just going to take the Saltwash, your thick frosting like paint, and you're just going to kind of dab it right on there. So it's going to leave some stipple marks, and it's going to leave a little bit of brush marks, but it's going to create some really rad texture. So this is how you apply Saltwash. You just slap it on there. It's like anybody can do it. And it looks awesome. So a lot of people will use it to get that old, thick painted weathered look, which is really fun. Make something out of something else. Lois, isn't that the best? You know, I love these chairs. I didn't want to throw them away because they had good parts and they weren't bad. So it's really fun to be able to reuse them. The antique chairs are really ideal. A lot of them are broken down, and they've seen better days. They've had a lot of bums sitting them, so they've seen better days for sure. And so to be able to break down the pieces and use them and repurpose them is really super rad. So I'm just gonna show you. So that's basically how you apply the Saltwash. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, so I'm not even gonna finish this one because I'm gonna show you the next step, all right? Okay, so I always keep a jar of water next to me whenever I'm doing any type of teaching or tutorial so that my brush can kind of self-clean and I don't ruin my brushes. So that's your tip of the night. Keep water by you. So I can just set that right in there. And then to finish this up later, I'm just gonna set a wet rag right over my Saltwash and set it aside. And this one I can finish painting, but you can kind of see the texture that it's starting to add. So after you've painted your Saltwash, you're gonna set it aside, let it totally dry. And then once it's all dry, you're gonna put what's called a top coat, which is basically paint, all right? It's not your final coat, but let's see. Lois, I'll post some information on Saltwash too, so you can have it, but it's just a powder additive that you add to add texture to your piece. And I sell it on my website. So all of the products I'm showing, you can find on appleblossomway.com. And it's 20% off right now until the new year. So enter code Christmas, you get a screaming deal. All right, so there's 30 viewers. You guys are doing really good. We're gonna open up another gift really quick, and then I'm gonna show you how to add paint and distress this piece. You wanna grab another one? Okay, let's do the little one on top. Mm-hmm. For those of you that didn't see, this is my son Ty. He's a good helper. Carolyn, I'm not sure. I will check. But I believe you should pair it with a chalk type paint. So, hey Kim. Okay, oh wait, I didn't even tell. Okay, so this is our second gift. I will ship this to whoever wins it. So we're up over 30 viewers. So we're gonna open up another gift. All you have to do is type your name and where you're from. If you wanna share, that's super awesome. Okay, you wanna grab it out? All right, show them what it is. Okay, all right.
What is it?
You guys see that? It's kind of bright, sorry. But it is Wise Owl Furniture Salve, HA, in Tobacco Flower Scent. This is their newest scent. It smells like a really hot dude. But it is really awesome on furniture, on metal, like stainless steel, on metal, on wood. You're gonna love it. So if you haven't ever tried it, this is like the bomb. Salve is awesome. I use it on every piece that I do. So I will set this aside, but that's our second prize is the Wise Owl Salve. Oh, here, Ty, put it back.
Wait, Mommy, let me show how well I'm an artist.
He is a very good artist. They love it, JD, I'm sure. JD loves to draw. He is a very good artist. Okay, so from Spanish Fork. All right, my hometown. Amberly, how are you? Well, it's not my hometown. I went to Spanish Fork High School, so. Okay, so on this second piece, we have the base coat in Weathervane, Wise Owl Weathervane. It's one of my favorite grays, so kind of a warm, dark gray, and Saltwash for texture. When I add this let's see, this is bone, I'm sorry. No, Snow Owl. This is Wise Owl, that's too bright to see. This is Wise Owl Snow Owl, it's a bright white. And I'm just gonna paint it right over the top.
That's so satisfying.
It's so satisfying. That was cute. Okay. So you just paint it right over the top of your texture. And then I'm gonna set it aside to dry while we work on another technique. So these, I asked people in my group what colors they would like to see. And they said a lot of different colors. And I didn't really chicken out. I did it with a purpose. I went with neutral tones, and I'll tell you why. Because for me, I don't want to buy a ton of decorations for my home. I just don't have the extra cash to spend on it. So if I can have a decoration that I can tweak a little bit for every holiday, to me that is a win, especially one that I really love. So I am doing these in neutral tones, and I'm going to show you how to spice them up so you can use them all year and feel like you have new decorations. Yeah, he loves to draw for sure.
This dude likes to draw, and his
He
name
does
is
like to
JD.
draw. JD, they said great drawings. They said they're beautiful. Get that out of your mouth, you weirdo. So I have 3 boys. Finn is my youngest, and he is at the neighbor's house. We tried a live once with all 3 of them, and it was a little intense. So we opted out for this one. I thought you guys would enjoy it more if we didn't have like the craziness that I live with every day.
JD drew the picture, Mom.
Yeah, he did. JD did a really good job. Okay, so I've got my top coat on there. It's what's called topped coat, which is basically another coat of paint. So when I distress this, you're gonna see 2 colors, and that texture is really gonna pop through. You guys, we're almost to 50 viewers. When we hit 50, we're gonna open another one. You guys are amazing. I love it. Okay. Yeah, you guys sit over there. When I tell you, I'll have you grab another one. Okay, I'm just gonna set this aside and let it dry while we work on these other ones. And then at the end, I'll come back and distress it, and I will show you what it looks like with Saltwash after you've layered and distressed, okay? So, the next look, and this is a really pretty look, you guys. I really like it. Is...
We're at 43.
Yeah, you'll have to pay attention to that for me, Ty.
Okay.
Oh, Tiffany, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I sure love, love, love painting. Okay, so this is the second look we are going to do. It's kind of a restoration hardware look. So I've just taken this piece. I have used glaze to stain it. So you can use White Owl Glazes to stain your wood furniture. And it's one of my favorite stains to use because it pulls the yellows out and kind of neutralizes any of those weird orangey or yellow tones that you tend to get with an oil-based stain. So this has been glaze stained, and then and I've already done that on the next one just to save a little time. But basically when I glaze stain, I just brush the glaze on just like a paint and let it totally dry, and it looks like it's stained, okay? So this one has that. It's got a little bit of carbon shading and a whitewash glaze to let those little rings and details pop, okay? So this is what we're going for. And this is it. So this already has, it's called Black Walnut Glaze. It's probably my favorite glaze to stain with. It's just a really nice brown gray tone, okay? So let's detail it. I'll show you guys how. Thanks, Emily. Hi, Karen. Okay, so the first color I'm going to use is a color called Carbon. It's a really beautiful dark gray charcoal color. And, oh, there it is. Where's the can opener when you need one, right? Okay. So it's just a really pretty charcoal. And I am just going to kind of accentuate the curves and the details in this with the carbon. So I don't need much paint. I'm only going to keep the lid out. We're just going to kind of dry brush. This is my driest brush. This is my favorite look, and it fits all decor. You know what, Amy? It's one of my favorites too. It's a very neutral look. So, yeah, Jay?
When is Santa gonna come?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Shh, don't ruin it. Don't tell. He's like, We have a special guest coming at the end of our...
He's Santa.
At the end of our life. Shh, bug off. You're telling all our secrets. Okay, so if you have little kids at the end of our live, maybe in like about 20 minutes, we're going to have a special guest come, and they're probably going to want to see it. So stay tuned. Okay, so this is Carbon. I just have a tiny bit on my brush, okay? And I've even wiped it off onto here. So this is a very dry brush. I just want to get these curves popping a little bit, okay? So I'm just going to take, and I'm going to go around the bottom edge first. And you might be able to see it more as I come up, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Jay?
I think it's done over here.
You know what? We got to hit 50. When we hit 50, there's 46.
There's 45.
Well, it goes up and down. But hopefully the trend is up, right? We can talk about that when you're older. Okay, so basically, why don't you go play for a few minutes, and then I'll call you to help me. Remember that special thing I asked you to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not ready for it yet, but I will be soon. So go wait. Don't go too far so you can hear me. Isn't it funny with little kids, when you need them to do something, like they can't hear you, you're not even existing. But when it's something exciting, like they're right there. I know, aren't they funny, Tiffany? They begged me and begged me to do a live with them. And so I let them, and it was kind of chaotic. So we thought we would take a little break for a while. Maryland, I have been there one time, and I loved it. It was really beautiful and very green. So any part that goes in, I'm going to add the carbon to. I'm going to make it look more voluptuous, right? So we're going to add dark to the skinnier parts, and then we're going to add the white to accentuate the rest of it. This is kind of a restoration hardware look. It's really, really beautiful. It would look really good on a table if you have kind of bulby legs. So, and then I'm just going to go, let me turn this so you guys can see it. But I'm just going to highlight those areas a little bit. And my brush is super dry, so I don't have too much paint on it. So it's allowing me to highlight those areas really easily and without leaving brush lines. Selective herring, yes. It is selective herring. They all have it. All three of my boys have that. Hey, Natalie. You slacking? You just barely tuning in?
Yay!
She has a life to live. like all of you do. So I really do appreciate you painting with me. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit on the top here, and then I'm going to show you how to glaze it with the white, and then we will move on to our last look and a salt wash, and then I'll show you how to spice it up for the holidays. Yeah, it would look really good on a coffee table. So this, I'm just going to go around the edges here. See how that darkens those edges up and makes them pop? It's just like, I always say this when I do my lives, but it's so true. When you do makeup and you have highlights and you have shading, your furniture should be done the same way. It shouldn't just be a one-note piece. And sometimes it's okay to have one color, totally. But for me, I really like shading and highlighting. Hi, Kim. Kim was in my stone finish class last time, and she is one of the coolest people I know. So we recently just did an auction to raise money for a family, which was super cool. We raised over $600, you guys. Amazing. And we were able to help a family, and it was perfect timing. It was a really, really good experience, and they definitely needed it. And I was so grateful for everyone that reached out and helped on my page. Between us and Boxwood Cabinetry, it was amazing. So, but Kim told me a story, and Kim, I'm going to tell people, I hope that's okay, but Kim told me a story about how she had this Jeep, and her Jeep had basically been driven so much, its life was like ending. So at Christmas time, she took it, and I think it was called Heat the Jeep. Maybe I'm wrong, so you might have to correct me, but it was called Heat the Jeep, and she drove it around in the neighborhood, and they collected toys for local charities, and they totally jam-packed that Jeep, filled it to the brim, and provided Christmas. How cool is that? Isn't that awesome? I love stories like that. That's cool. Okay, so you can see we have our shading.
Joy viewers.
We are going to finish this up with a whitewash glaze. Oh, that's okay, Royce. I'm glad you're tuning in. So, for those of you that, maybe some of you know Royce, some of you don't, Royce Hunt owns Recycled Treasures. It's a furniture company, and she does decoupage. She designs decoupage, and I buy her stuff. I love it. I use it all the time. She's super talented. So if you're looking for decoupage, she is your gal. Okay, so we are doing the carbon. I'm going to show you how to whitewash this with Wise Owl Whitewash Glaze. And this is what's going to give it our Restoration Hardware look. You guys, we're so close. 49, like, let's get it up above 50, because I've got, these two are like good. Well, the one is a fun prize, and the other one is like really yummy. Okay, let's let it sit for just a minute. Let's see where it goes. If it stays, we're gonna open up another prize to give away.
52.
Oh snap, it's going. Let's give it just a second while I glaze this. Okay, let me see what I've got left to do. All right.
I thought it said 63.
Okay. Okay, Ty. Let's.
51.
1 second. If it stays at 51 or above, we're gonna open another one. Okay. So let me talk to them for just a second. To add a glaze over top to make the details pop, here's what I need. I need a brush. This is a Klingon F30. You can't read it because I love it and I use it. So this is a Klingon F30. I've got whitewash glaze. I have an old t-shirt that I've cut up. When my boys stain them, I keep them. And I keep a water bottle next to me so I can spray it down and wipe away any excess. Okay? So I'm gonna whitewash this, and because we've hit over 50, I'm gonna open another one as soon as I'm done. Okay? So I'm just gonna take the whitewash glaze and apply it straight to the piece. If you are not familiar with glaze, or if you haven't used it a lot, put a varnish coat over top before you glaze. It's much easier to work with, and it won't stick to the paint as much. So on this piece, I'm just gonna go ahead and glaze it right onto the other glaze that I've applied, because it has a little bit of resistance. And I'm just gonna wipe back any excess with my dry rag. Okay. What time is it, bud?
It is 6:31.
Okay. We've got a special visitor coming pretty soon, you guys. Well, I should say visitors, because we have more than one visitor coming. Yeah, cool, huh, Marlene? Oh my gosh, you are so amazing, Lois. That's so cool. Thank you for sharing. You guys rock. Oh, I just threw my rag on the floor. Is that like tossing in the towel? I'm done. See you later. Grab it. So I thought, since this is a Christmas live, Rhonda Dalton put this together. Super cool of her. I thought we would talk a little bit about Christmas traditions. And if you guys have any cool ones, drop them in the comments because I would love to read about it. But we have a tradition in my family. We have a few traditions. So one of them I'll talk to you about in a minute because there's one prize that you guys are really going to want to open because it's one of my family traditions and we've been doing it for over 70 years. Those of you that know me know what I'm talking about and you know you're going to want it. So
Really bad.
Tyson's really bad. But another tradition, and Leah Rex did a live the other night and she talked about this tradition that they do, and it's the Christmas Pickle. So have any of you guys heard of that? It's a German tradition. And I know, isn't that awesome, Lindsay? 60. You guys rock. So the Christmas Pickle is it's a pickle that you hide on the Christmas tree. And then our Christmas Eve and then Christmas morning, everyone in the family tries to find it, and whoever finds the Christmas pickle wins a special prize. So every year, for the past few years, we haven't done it my whole life, but the past few years we do the Christmas pickle, and and you win a sweet prize. Sometimes it's those orange sticks, like chocolate orange sticks. Not a big orange stick fan. Sorry, Mom. I still appreciate it. But my mom gave me a Christmas pickle, and so we've started doing it with our boys, and it's a fun little tradition. So I am just wiping on this whitewash glaze, and I'm just wiping it off. Okay, so you can see how it's starting to show those details and let them pop. So we'll do this part. We'll open up another prize, and then I have one more technique to show you guys. And then I'll show you how to spice them for the holidays. And we'll have our visitor coming, visitors. Hi Thea, how are you? So if you don't want this much glaze, I'm just kind of letting the glaze go where it wants to. I kind of like that look. If you don't want this much glaze, all you do is you take your little water and you spray it onto your piece, and that's going to help you disperse the glaze better. So I'm not going to go into a ton of detail tonight on technique, only because I do have other videos, tutorials on technique that you guys can watch. Hey, you guys, put a cork in it. You're too loud. These guys are trying to listen to me talk. Oh, they're good boys. So I'm just putting it on. I'm working in small sections so that I can easily wipe it away. So water-based glaze only has a work time of 30 to 60 seconds. So you need to work quickly. Isn't the whitewash glaze cool, Cam? I love it. She says, I saw the pickle in the store and not sure what it was. Yeah, that's what the Christmas pickle is for. It's a German tradition. My grandmother was Irish and German, so I guess I kind of belong doing it. Can you guys hear my boys? That's only two of them too. Like, this is mild. They're fun. I was meant to be a mother of boys for sure. Okay, so can you guys see that? I can come a little closer so you can see better if you want, but I'll show you a close up when we're all finished. But I love that, like see these little nicks? So these were already in the antique chair legs, and that whitewash glaze is just picking right up into those crevices. And it's gonna look so rad when we're all finished. I love it. Holy smokes, you guys are killing it. Okay, I'm gonna hurry and whitewash this so we can open up another one. I got 2 gifts left. And they're both, well, like I said, one of them's kind of fun, but if you paint or bake or anything like that, you'll use it. And then the other one is more of a special thank you for me. So I'm just gonna get up underneath. Depending on where these candlesticks sit, people might see that underneath. If they're up high on a fireplace, you're gonna see that, so. Did you see Maggie? Did Maggie come in here? You guys, my dog had puppies. And they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful golden doodle puppies. She had rainbow puppies, and I've never done the puppy thing before. And it's like having 9 babies. I mean, I'm not trying to take the spotlight away from her. She's the one doing all the work. But you still have to like get up and help them at night, and after not having babies for a long time, you forget what that's like. You walk around like a zombie because you can't remember what it's like to get up all the time and feed your babies.
I have 66.
I know, they're killing it, right? Ty's a good helper. So this will be a good way for you guys to see this glaze go on there.
Mom.
So typically when you're glazing a piece, you want details to show. I'm going to use way more water, but I really want, hold on just a second, Ty. I really want that glaze to just show a lot. So I'll take pictures when we're done, and then you guys can see it a little bit better. But that is our finished look. It's kind of a restoration hardware look. Now I have a matching set. Okay.
Now, Mama, we got to. Yeah.
Okay, Ty, now let's open another one.
Yay.
Okay.
Which one? This one.
So let's open that one. Hold, be careful, Jane. So careful. So careful. Okay.
Mommy.
All right. I decided I'm going to open this one. Thank you, Jay. Okay, will you even stand here? What? Open it. Let me put this glaze away. Okay, hold on just a sec. Okay, so 72 viewers, you guys. That's freaking awesome. Hey, Tiff. You're fine. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you did. Okay, let me undo it.
No.
He's
undo it.
He's more impatient than I am, and that's saying something. So, hey, Antoinette. Okay, so this, we have one more gift after this, but we have to tell them about this first. This is a very special gift from me to whoever wins it. So hold on, you gotta chill, dude. They can't see it yet. We have to tell them.
Yes, I can.
Okay, what do you think it is? Let me let him peek and he can help tell you guys. This is a tradition in my family. Okay, what is it? Shh, don't tell him. Okay. All right, so this has been a tradition in my family for over 70 years. At every Christmas time, we make these and we give them to our friends and neighbors. Yeah. And so about 70 years ago, my grandma was looking for something to give to her neighbors as a gift at Christmas time. And she was walking down the road and she saw this little cookie cutter in the window. And you are so weird. And she totally loved it. Okay, go stand by Ty. And she took it home and she made up a gingerbread boy recipe. And so every year since then we have made these little gingerbread boys. The boys call them Gigi boys. So they are super soft. Okay, yeah. They're super soft and they're really yummy and they stay nice. And we bake them and decorate them and wrap them individually. And we give them to, if you're good when we're done, go set it over there and wait. You gotta earn your gingerbread boys in this house, son.
Get 100.
Okay.
Get 100
So-
views for him to eat a whole.
100 views and he gets to have a gingerbread boy before we're done. Okay, let's go over there. All right, anyways, so I will ship out half a dozen gingerbread boys to you to try, okay? And they are super yummy. You will love them. They're the best. My mom used to make gingerbread boys for everyone in the neighborhood, and so everyone that I grew up with still comments and says how much they love the gingerbread boys. So it's kind of a fun memory. So that is our third prize. I will set that aside.
And then as soon as we get to what?
Okay, so we better hurry because someone's coming. Let me show you guys our last look. Ty, come here. I gotta tell you a secret.
They got 100.
Okay, Ty's gonna go deliver a message for me. All right.
I need something.
Okay, so this is the last look I'm gonna show you. I'll show you a few other things and we're gonna wrap it up. Okay, so this is what we're going for. This is carbon and it has a stardust glaze. It's kind of a gold tone. And then we've dry brushed over the top of it. So, hey Karen, I miss you guys too. So this has been painted. This is carbon. This, I've glazed stained this with stardust. So stardust is a really pretty light goldish glaze. But when it's applied straight to the wood, it looks really gold. So this is a pretty look. You could leave it like that, but it feels a little too festive for me personally to keep up on my fireplace all year. JD, go help Ty.
What?
You gotta sit down or you ain't gonna get that gingerbread boy. Okay, so let's dry brush this to match this, and then we will wrap it up. Okay, so this is a color, I'm sorry, my light is so bright you can't see the label, but this is called Bone. Wisel Bone is just a slight off-white. Ty, you gotta be quiet, you're too loud. It's kind of a gray color. So, and this is the only brush I have left, but that's okay, I like this brush. This is a Shorty S50, so it's a really small Klingon brush. I love it. It's good to get into tight spaces and things like that.
Down the stairs.
Okay, well don't push each other downstairs because I need you to live.
Because
I don't want your Christmas presents.
Because Ty is a bad boy.
We'll play. All right, so I've got my paint on my brush. I've wiped it off a little bit so it's a very dry paint, okay? And then I am just going to brush over the top of this stardust glaze to get a muted look, okay? You guys, when we hit 100, I've got our last gift. Sweet. Okay, so let's dry brush this base. And if I don't have enough on there, I can always add more, but I always like to start with less on my brush and work up there. Another from Maryland. Yes, I went to Maryland. We went on a tour of the White House. It was really cool. I really liked it there. It was really beautiful. I guess that was in DC, but pretty close. Pretty close to each other, not too far. Idaho. Hi, Linda from Idaho. I know, Teresa, isn't the Shorty great? So I'm just going to dry brush this. Hey, Jay.
Oh, no, I'm a gingerbread boy. We're almost at 100.
When we get to 100, you're going to eat a gingerbread boy, JD. Okay, watch out.
Yay, Mom, we got 200.
Okay, but also, you also have to go sit down and chill.
That's 100.
Okay. So I'm just kind of muting that gold tone. And here is where you're really going to see it. So Wisconsin. Okay, I've got a little too much on there. And this is kind of how I move my brush when I dry brush. So some of you may think it's funny, but I feel like if I don't have very much paint on there, it's the most efficient way for me to do spindles. So I just kind of move the brush quickly, and I'm just gonna settle down those gold tones. So they're still gonna show through a little bit, but I'm not gonna have a bright gold tone. Elizabeth says, I need to invest in a Klingon. Yes, Elizabeth, you do. Klingon brushes are amazing. I was never a brush girl. I didn't think it mattered. I didn't care until I started using Klingons, and I will never go back. I don't have to dry brushes all the time. They last a long time. And they're sturdy, well built. And now I have several because I use them for different things. Do you guys see how that's starting to like make those detail pop? And it's muting those golds. So I haven't, you notice I haven't dipped again, like I'm just using what's on my brush to kind of mute down the gold. And I'm only gonna go up to here. On this one I left the top, the carbon. I do have my hands full with that energy, Linda. You know what, this middle one, he's the funniest kid I've ever met. He makes me laugh more than anyone. He's so funny, but he is, he's full of it. Okay, Amina, you don't get gingerbread boy if you don't go sit over there. Okay, we're up over 100, but you do get one, so go sit and then you can have one. Okay, okay, so there we have dry brush. You can still see a little bit of gold, but it's very muted, so it's a good neutral tone that you can use all year long. All right, so let me show you how to decorate these, and then we are ready for our guest to come. Yeah. Okay, JD, you can have a gingerbread boy. Shh. All right. So everything that I've shown you guys, all my paint products and everything, you can find on my website, appleblossomway.com. 20% off until the new year with code Christmas. So, okay, hold on just a second. Okay, tell me a secret. In just a minute it will be. Okay, all right, so here's how we're gonna decorate them. I've got these muted candlesticks, okay? And, oh, I didn't show you guys. I painted some red ones. This is done in Owl Poppy with a black glaze over top. So it mutes it down quite a bit. And this is great because it's perfect for the holidays. It's perfect for Valentine's Day, for the 4th of July, your summer months, or if you have red tones in your home. This is a great color combo. So I'm just gonna show you a few ways to decorate it. So I've got a neutral candlestick, but it's perfect for Christmas, okay? So I've just taken a candle, I used a tiny bit of twine and then tied, I just cut off a tiny piece of a wreath that I had that was old and just tied it to the front. But look how beautiful that is. So it's perfectly Christmas, but I can take it down and then do something different for January, okay? This one, oh I know, isn't the red pretty? It's really beautiful. So this one is, and it's a little bright, I'm sorry, but it's just a little twig with a little bit of snow on it. So this is perfect for January. Okay, so we'll leave that here. And this one, so this is our spring. You can just add a little bit of greenery for spring. So this is just, you know, like a Moscow Mule mug, a copper hammered mug, and I just put some greenery in it and let it drape over. But how beautiful is that? And just let it sit there. Let it sit on your fireplace or a dresser in the front. So they're totally like reusable for every holiday. And then this one's fun for summer. Oh, I didn't finish my one, but I'll show you guys later. This is the stone finish one I showed you earlier with that pretty stone finish. Okay, you guys, it's time. Go downstairs. Okay, so this is the stone finish to a whitewash glaze stain. Okay, and on this one we are just gonna put, I plant my succulents in the copper mugs. So there we have our Moscow Mule copper mug with a pretty succulent and a candlestick, and we can use it in summer too. Okay, so different ways to use them. I will be posting some of these candlestick pairs for sale, and I can ship them wherever you would like. So if you like what we've done tonight and you're interested in these exact ones, I can ship them to you. If you have antique chairs sitting around, go take your aggressions out and break them apart and use the parts. There's so many cool things you can do. Or tables. I just had a big table that I took apart, and you can use those giant pedestal legs and make big candlesticks and put them on your front porch. That would be super fun. Okay, so let's open our last gift, and then I will show you our special visitors, and we'll finish up, okay? Okay. So, you guys blew me out of the water. I didn't think we would hit over 100, but we totally did. You guys killed it. So this is our last gift. Hey, are you guys okay? Do you need help?
No.
They're bringing a package up. I'm a little concerned. Let me check on them.
No. We need help. We're having.
Okay, hold on. I'll show them in just a second. Okay. Sorry, guys. So this is probably the most exciting part of the night. So get ready. I know, summer is so great, especially when it's cold in the winter and you just want to be warm. You can throw a succulent up and dream of better days. Okay, this is our final gift. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this one's kind of fun. This is just fun for anyone who likes to paint, who likes to bake. I have an apron on, and so this is, it's kind of cute. It's just a retro apron. Can you guys see that? There we go. So this is perfect for painting or baking, but this is our final giveaway, and I will ship it straight to your house. Okay. Okay. Shh. All right. So.
He's not supposed to get out.
Okay.
Good boy. No.
All right.
No.
We have our final visitors here for the night. But first, before they come, JD, be quiet. I would just like to say thank you so much for Rhonda Dalton for putting this together, for all of you amazingly talented ladies who have done really cool crafts and shared with everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching and for sharing. You guys are amazing. I love my job. And are you guys ready for this one? Okay. So.
No. Stay.
Okay. So we have some special guests. This is one of Maggie's little golden doodles. His name, we call him White Chocolate. They all have
We're just calling him
chocolate names, but he looks like the Coca-Cola polar bear, doesn't he? Oh, he's the cutest. So, we thought we would share them with you guys. And we have another special guest. I just heard him at the door. Okay, let's go see who it is.
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Oh, Merry Christmas!
We've got Santa here
and his
to
reindeer.
say hello.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone!
Guys,
He-
Wait, guys, let me see the.
He
guys,
has-
These puppies are the reindeer.
Yes, it's Santa and his 8 little reindeer.
9.
9. 9
One's
and
got to lead the way, so...
yep. Anyways, we just wanted to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas. And Santa has a special message for all you girls and boys. Make sure you're extra good for Mom and Dad.
There's
Here he
only
is.
a couple days left, so make sure you're really good and go to bed early on Christmas Eve. Have a Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And we will draw those names and announce it tomorrow. Bye.